Commercial UAV Expo panel highlights challenges and opportunities for advanced air mobility. The Commercial UAV Expo, held in Las Vegas from September 2nd 2025, brought together leaders from across the drone and aviation industries to discuss the technologies and policies shaping the future of airspace integration. One session, Democratizing Cooperation and Collaboration Across the Airspace, explored how collaboration among stakeholders will be critical as advanced air mobility AAM and drone operations expand. Is the NAS ready for AAM? Panel moderator Toni Drummond, founder and president of Future Flight Global, began by asking whether the National Airspace System NAS is ready for AAM. Nick Flom, UAS account and portfolio director at Thales USA, argued that the U.S. already has a strong foundation. He said, "We already have supporting airports and communities. You don't necessarily have to fly into the huge national airports," adding that the existing system accommodates both aging and modern aircraft. Trevor Woods, executive director of the Northern Plains UAS test site, agreed but noted the differences AAM introduces. "It's not just a new airframe, it's new electronics, and we're separating the pilot in the cockpit from the operator who may be on the ground," he said. Woods emphasized the need for new processes and more data to ensure safety. "It's all about risk. Risk to the NAS, risk to those maintaining the infrastructure of the airspace, risk in all of its forms. And we don't yet have the standards and framework there to evaluate risk for AAM and new aircraft," she explained. Drone operations and the path to autonomy. The conversation turned to the FAA's Part 108 Notice of Proposed Rulemaking, which addresses operations beyond visual line of sight BVLOS. Duquette said the phased approach makes sense. "We're doing it right," she commented. "We're starting with technology as it exists now. We'll get comfortable with that. We know that electric aviation will transition to autonomy, but we're not there yet." Flom reminded the audience that fears of crowded skies have not yet materialized. Part 107 didn't darken the skies. "There aren't that many drones," he said. "While some areas will become crowded," he noted, "the overall system has shown it can adapt safely." Building collaboration across states and communities, Drummond highlighted the aviation industry's tradition of cooperation, asking how stakeholders can collaborate without viewing each other as competitors. Woods credited leadership in North Dakota for recognizing the opportunity early and backing statewide initiatives. "From the test site standpoint, we represent the state. I don't view it as competitive. We want the state to be successful. We want all of the industry to be successful," he said. Flom suggested borrowing from existing aviation practices. "In aviation, state borders are meaningless. Right out of the gate, you need to have something that is not state-specific," he said, pointing to drone delivery companies in Dallas that aim to expand nationwide without repeating regulatory processes from scratch. Duquette added that when North Dakota began developing its ecosystem, leaders were already thinking beyond state lines. When you're developing the ecosystem, you need to remember that there is a broader industry ecosystem that you are going to need to plug into. "It's not just standards, it's a way of thinking," she said. The funding challenge. Panelists agreed that one of the largest gaps lies in funding infrastructure for AAM. Woods stressed that the federal government is not paying for this infrastructure yet. "At what point will they start to take it on? That's one of the biggest gaps I'm seeing." Flom pointed to parallels with State Department of Transportation funding. Just as federal support ensures highways connect across state lines, AAM may require blended models of federal and state investment. He cited broadband expansion in North Dakota as an example where state intervention addressed gaps left by private providers. They kept emphasizing the layered nature of collaboration. When we talk about collaborating, it's with the community, it's at the state level, it's with industry. There are a lot of different levels. And I don't think that we can get away from it. The panelists agreed that while progress is underway, the path to fully integrated AAM will require continued cooperation across federal, state, and local levels. Shared infrastructure, common standards, and sustainable funding models will be essential for equitable and safe growth. As Drummond summarized, collaboration is not a choice, but a necessity. "We know how to work together. Now we need to do it for this new industry."